Welcome back, everybody. It is Darren with B&H Railroad, and man, it's been a little bit of time since my last update. Well, sorry guys, today's not an update. Today's more of a review on a product that I have been looking at for some time now, and finally said, you know what? Let's try it. Let's see what it's like. And I tell you what, guys and gals, this thing is phenomenal for what I need it for. So hopefully this review will help a couple of you guys and gals out when it comes to different switching advantages and signaling advantages throughout the layout. So what I'd like to introduce today is the Azatrax D2T SS. Now this little modular is basically a switch machine. And it is ran by infrared. So you've got your power 1 and your power 2, which runs off of AC or DC power, but it needs to come from an auxiliary power source other than your bus line. And then it's got the machine 1 and machine 2 for your whatever switch machine that you're running. And then it's got the infrared sensors up here. Now, with this particular unit, you can do a lot with. You can use it for signals, grade crossings, because it's all infrared. With this system, with the SS is what this is called. This is called a spring switch machine, and it's made to really work with reversing loops. So as the train enters, it picks it up, it tells the system, hey, there's a train here, it makes a loop around and comes around to the second set of sensors, and it throws the turnout. But the good thing about this is after the train passes, the last car passes, you have 10 seconds from that point to the switch for the train to pass over, and then it will automatically throw the switch back into the main route, which means I get to enter my peninsula the same way every time, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to enter through the main route and exit through the diverging route, and exactly how it works. Now you can set these up with different configurations and to do different things. However, I'm not going to get on that. Once I add more of these throughout the layout into my yard and different aspects and for grade crossings and signals and stuff like that, then I'll get into that. But for this is just strictly for the reversing section. And I tell you what, this thing works flawlessly. It's got 2 sets of infrared sensors. And for the HO and the N scale, you need to have them at basically a 45-degree angle, no further than a ½ inch apart. And for anything over HO scale, you can go straight up. Now, the good thing with these infrared sensors are you can put them between the ties of the track if you want, or you can have them outside of the rails, and then you just 45 them so they're still making that contact with each other. So when the train runs by, it still picks up the movement. You can hide them in shrubs and trees and buildings. You can do pretty much anything with these sensors, and I'll show you here in a little bit how that works. And the one thing I wanted to look up for you guys real quick, and these work with basically all style 2-wire switch machines and 3-style switch machines, but I wanted to give you the voltage, and of course I can't find it. And luckily for me, it's got pictures so I can read. So, okay, for the slow switch machines like your Tortoise is what I'm using, you want to have 10 to 15 volts AC or DC. And anything for like your Kato, LGB switches, you're going to want 14 to 18 volts AC or DC. And it's pretty much that simple. So let me take you over there to the device and show you exactly what it looks like when it's hooked up, how it operates, and how it works. So I got to say, I absolutely love it. Check it out. I'll make sure I have it linked. If you have any questions or concerns, hit me up and let me know, and I'll answer them the best I can. All right, let's get to it. All right, so here's the system loosely installed. Now for this video, I actually uninstalled it from the mounting block that I have back there and actually uncoiled the wires. Now the wires do come in this length, which I like, because if you ever go to use this unit somewhere else and you need a little bit more length, then hey, great, you have it. So all I did was when I installed everything and had it up, I just kind of folded the wires together and then just loosely zip tied them. That way they were up out of the way and didn't have to worry about them. So I've got my auxiliary power from the wall wart that goes into the system, and then the 2 lines that also goes into the tortoise switch machine, and that's it. And it powers the tortoise switch machine and everything just through this system. So then you see my first set of infrared sensors, and then my second, and you notice they're at a 45-degree angle and about a 1/2 inch apart per sensors. And for HO and N scale, they need to be angled like that. And then for anything above HO scale, you can just go straight up. Now the good thing with these sensors are you can do them like that between the ties, which as you see here, you can see it's on there. And then you have them there as well. Now the good thing about these sensors is if you didn't want them between your ties, you can bring them up, you can hide them as long as they're at a 45 pointing at each other, kind of like this. So you can set them in any way, any shape. You can hide them inside of buildings, whatever you want to do. That's one of the neat things about this system. So as I push this car over the first set of sensors, you'll see the light kind of flicker. So I push the car on, it'll clear up. So then as the train makes its way around, it's going to pull up, hit the sensors, and as you can, oh, derailed. I'll keep going because that's not good. So the switch is thrown. Now I have 10 seconds from the time that last car runs over that sensor, and then it'll throw the switch back. So keep in mind when you're placing this last set of sensors, you want to have it further enough back to give ample enough time to throw, especially if you're using something like a tortoise switch machine to throw that switch. If it throws too late and the train is there, it's going to derail, of course. And also another thing you want to keep in mind, when I first started, I had my sensors, my last set of sensor back here. And what happened is I was running a short train, and I was running a long train at a speed step, I don't know, 3 or 4. I was running it pretty slow. And as the last part of the train came through here, by the time it got over here, it was switching back, which caused the last 2 cars to derail. So I had a simple fix. I just moved them up a little closer, and that's it. So now, as you can see, the system is ready to go. So the train's going to run back over it. It's picking it up. And I'm just going to use my hands to throw the next set. So the train comes around the peninsula, and you'll see it goes to red. So the train comes over it. And it's going to continue to blink as long as there's something over top of it. So then the train moves on. It'll go to a steady red. And then in about 10 seconds, it's going to throw that switch. And then that light will go from red to green. Let's see. So, there you go. And we are back to green. As simple as that. Very simple machine to use. I absolutely love it. I'll be using this for signaling and other aspects of the layout. So all I can say is definitely check this out. I'll have the link in the description. And I think some of you guys will be extremely happy with this product. I know I was. It took me a while to finally find something that would work for me and for my layout needs, and hopefully this information will help some of you guys out as well. Well, there it is. It's almost the end of the week. We've made it to Thursday. Friday will be here before you know it. Some of us have off, some of us don't. I'm in that category of I don't have off, so that sucks. But hey, it is what it is, right? And I'm working Saturday. Well, damn. Now there goes my evening. No, it's not bad. But anyway, I hope everybody's had a great work week and a great week. I hope everybody's staying safe. And thank you guys for being so understanding for the lack of videos. And honestly, I'm not even sure what I'm going to say. The lack of quality of videos. Kind of gotten away from that. My gears have been in other directions with just Mason and everything like that. So I do apologize. It's kind of taken away from the YouTube aspect of things, and that's okay. Trust me, that's okay. But you know, I feel like the quality of my last couple videos have not been there, and for that, I apologize. So I will do better, I promise. And hey, have a great weekend. I got a couple other videos coming out soon, guys and gals, so look forward to them. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.